about the internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right in today's video. $6.6 trillion in daily volume for XRP would give it a very pretty value, folks. In today's video, we're going to go over how that's going to be achievable, how much money is floating around the world, okay? And we are going to get down to the fundamentals, okay? This is going to be a very eye-opening video for many of you. So go ahead and share this video if you guys enjoy it throughout, and smash that like button if you think it deserves one. The World Economic Forum, back in 2021, Digital Currency Governance Consortium White Paper Series, okay? 223 pages long. But take a listen to this part. Potential for privately created digital assets to facilitate CBDC. It's not just about CBDC, folks. You know what Ripple's setting up to do? The utility token for the new world economy. And whatever's going to happen, the numbers that I'm going to, propose to you guys here, we need to come to an understanding that stuff is going to happen in these markets that our human minds cannot see yet, just like electric cars. Can you imagine, back in 2005, just going into like a random Dollarama store, you would see those electric cars, right? But this crypto sector is a baby, 12 years old. That's going to outlive us 100%. So the wealth that's going to be generated within us is going to get handed down to our generation. Okay, to our family. Take a listen to this. Existing private sector blockchain-based digital assets could potentially assist in the facilitation of cross-border wholesale interbank CBDC payments and transactions. Examples include the Utility Settlement Coin, USC, and XRP digital asset. Such assets may serve as a bridge currency in cross-border interbank payments. Before experimenting with such digital assets, policymakers should have a clear understanding of the value add they could provide for economic and technical perspectives, considering both pre-existing or alternative solutions and limitations or downside. And Ripple has been a part of the World Economic Forum, the fourth industrial revolution that's coming to a theaters near you, since 2014. We are the pioneers, and they stated that Ripple is a pioneer in this sector. Now going over to all the money in the world. Ripple is not going to handle every single penny out there, okay? It's going to be diversified. Each of these little squares are 100 billion, okay? Keep that in mind, 100 billion. So we got Sam Bankman-Fried, peak at net worth was 100 billion, right? We got sport teams here, we got cryptocurrency, and it just keeps going. We have gold here, 11.5 trillion. We have the world's billionaires combined, top 5, 12.7 trillion. We have the S&P 500 at 36 trillion, right? Tokenized assets are coming, folks. Everything's going to get tokenized and moved over to the blockchain. We have US versus China GDP, 23 trillion, and then 17.7 trillion. We have the global money supply at almost 50 trillion. We have broad money at 100 trillion. I could just keep going. We have the derivatives market at 12.4 trillion. We have the notional value, which is massive, okay, at 600 trillion. And it just keeps going because we even have options, swaps, future contracts. Ripple can assist with all of this. So it's endless. And the numbers we're going to cover today is peanuts compared to this. And we're going to go based off the fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets. But we're going to put a lot of pointers here that's really going to open your eyes. This was put together by Robert Mitchnick and Susan Atley. Susan Atley is still with Ripple. Robert Mitchnick is actually with BlackRock. In April 2019, BlackRock hired former Ripple executive Robbie Mitchnick to lead its digital asset area. Okay? And take a listen to this. These guys were so accurate. Okay, and I'm gonna put a mic drop moment here that we haven't covered on this channel. I've covered this PDF before, but not this way. XRP transaction volume estimates. Okay, so they said daily XRP volume at 556 billion would put a value of $32 and change for XRP. Okay, when XRP's volume reaches almost $500 billion. Look at how accurate these guys were. For the Bitcoin prediction, they said the high estimates for Bitcoin could be 28 billion by 2030, and that would put Bitcoin around $90,000. But take a look at this. If we go back to the historical snapshot when Bitcoin was at 65,000, the volume was $25 billion, folks. Can you believe it? And keep in mind, these guys are being extremely conservative with their XRP outlook. These individuals, based off the fundamentals, nailed the Bitcoin price prediction back in 2018. Nailed it. And for the price of XRP and the valuation for XRP, we're going to go over today, you're going to get mind blown. So the assumption is that this XRP transaction volume will take place in 2030. So they're saying by 2030, $32 per XRP is the success case. Again, very conservative. The total value of all investable assets is approximately 450 trillion, and the total global household wealth is approximately 300 trillion. In a state of a world where crypto assets emerge as a new important foundation of the global economy and develop robust underlying transaction markets, these assets are likely to draw significant investment market share from traditional hard assets such as gold, as well as from other investable alternatives. If crypto assets capture a share of global investable assets comparable to gold's current share, 2%, this will imply an estimated combined value of 11 trillion on a 12-year horizon. And this is a very conservative outlook. We hit 4 trillion in 2021. So moving along, the ultimate structure that the XRP market will take is yet unknown, including the ways in which banks and liquidity providers will hold, account for, and exchange XRP. Keep that in mind, folks. Corporations are going to be holding on to XRP. If corporations become a significant holder of XRP, taking advantage of its functionality as a form of ultra liquid working capital, that's why Ripple also has a line of credit, such adoption would result in XRP regularly being held for multiple days or weeks between its usage and transactions. And this goes back to when we talk about how I mentioned hundreds of times that there isn't enough XRP out there. People think the 99 billion circulating is, there's so much it'll never reach a high value. No, folks. Utility overcomes that BS narrative, okay? And here is the mic drop moment, folks. We are gonna go ahead and 12x this 556 billion daily XRP transaction volume. And also keep in mind, when this valuation was put together, they went off the basis of all the XRP was circulating, which is even making this video more bullish. Okay, so this is 100 billion XRP circulating. So we're gonna take their daily transaction volume and we're gonna 12x that, okay? Because it is very much achievable, which puts us to a screen that looks like this. So they said 100 billion XRP times, $32.91 when it reaches 556 billion daily XRP volume would give it a market cap of 3.2 trillion. What we're gonna do is 12x that. Their calculation is everything is still intact. Okay, so keep that in mind. 12x that, we get a daily transaction volume of $6.6 trillion. Would give XRP a value of just under $400 per XRP and leaves the market cap to $40 trillion, $39.4 trillion. Now, this may seem like it is completely BS. But folks, this is going to be reality. Meaning a crypto market where it's going to 100x from here, reach $100 trillion market cap is going to happen 100%. Our global stock market went to $100 trillion purely off printed money and quantitative easing. Basically the same word, same definition. And what makes you think a hard asset, okay, a new form of accounting for the financial layer is not going to reach 100 trillion? That is just beyond me. And then look at it from this perspective. A token with so much utility that's creating a level playing field across different jurisdictions. Doesn't make sense for a company and its digital asset to have a significant portion of the entire crypto market size. Just like when Jeremy Allaire said, we like to use Ripple's technology to scale. And they were saying how they did about $3.6 trillion in volume. So always keep that in the back of your mind. A $40 trillion market cap for XRP is very reasonable, underpinning the results that it's going to have, right? Always keep that in mind. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope this gave you guys a clear picture of where things could go in the very near future. But until then, we should be very proud that XRP has been at these levels for this long. Why? Because it makes us look different than the rest of the other digital assets in terms of stability and the spreads between their highs and lows. So it's actually a good thing that it is steady. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And we will be back with another episode.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.